is happening, everybody? It's another episode of the live chat, episode 5. How's everybody doing? Talk about some of the stuff happening this weekend. We'll be using grabakahitman.com. I always say it every time I do these live chats, it's the best place to see what's coming up for the week and the weekend. Um, there's quite a few things happening this weekend. Obviously, you got Ryzen, UFC, BKFC, lots of good stuff happening. Um, we'll talk about some MMA news. Obviously, Cain Velasquez just got sentenced. Finally, it's feels like forever since we've been waiting for that case to be, you know, finalized with what they're gonna do. Um, but yeah, man, I've been on vacation. I drove down to Los Angeles, went to Las Vegas, got to hang out with my good buddy Degenerate Dane. Did some gambling. Finally broke even this time. Actually went to see a comedy show too. Watched Eddie Griffin on a Monday night. It's good stuff. Eddie Griffin, super good set. Um, but he got really drunk halfway through, and somebody walked out of the show yelling at Eddie Griffin, "You ignorant motherfucker!" All this stuff, and it kind of derailed the whole show. It was still funny listening to legend comedian rant and rave. But yeah, it definitely wasn't as organized. So yeah, but it was good. Eddie Griffin, one of my favorite comedians. Got a lot of friends in Las Vegas now. Been going down there quite a bit, and gotta love it. Um, but Los Angeles is a place that I just find myself loving every time I'm there. It's a fantastic city, and growing up in Idaho, like there's always a lot of anti-California sentiment going around because Californians moving over to, I'm sure everybody's state, but their neighbor Idaho and jacking up the price of homes. So I heard nothing but bad things growing up. And ever since I went to California, specifically Los Angeles, what is it, a year ago? A couple years ago now, I love that place, man. Venice Beach, fantastic place. So much shit going on there. No matter what kind of person you are, you can find something down there for you. Reminds me of Bourbon Street, how it's just packed with people, lots of stuff happening, little mini concerts everywhere. Venice Beach is a really awesome place, man. Anyone that hasn't been, make sure you go sometime. Um, Definitely be going back there soon. Um, but yeah, hoping to get to DC here soon. Meet up with my buddy Big Red and hopefully Sydney after that. Actually, before that, one in August. Cannot wait for that. And then if I can swing it, if the passport comes in, everything's cool. Try to get out to Japan, the Saitama Super Arena for the New Year's Eve show. But before we get into everything on the weekend, we got Sean Moody in chat. Dude, it's been a little bit since I chatted up with you, man. Good to see you. Nick's just listening in. Kane was lucky that he didn't get premeditated second degree for a life sentence. And then obviously Nick is chiming in with free Kane. So this might be kind of controversial and people won't like me saying this, but free Kane for what? I mean, the guy shot. Now listen, in a perfect world, the man in which he was targeting for that attempted murder, yeah, you can have your opinion on what should have happened to him. He should have gotten prosecuted for that. 100% he should have gotten prosecuted for that. And it's tragic what happened, but in my own personal life, I've had people close to me that have had dealt with something similar. And let's be honest, guys, in this country, for some just sad, terrible reason, people like that are protected. And the system is broken in that regard. And it's very unfortunate that Cain Velasquez felt he had to take matters into his own hands. So, of course, the nature of why he did what he did is tragic, and he should have never gotten to that point where he felt like he should have took matters into his own hands. But that being said, you roll up on somebody in traffic and you shoot at him with a shotgun. Um, I'm sorry, guys, but you should be prosecuted for that. You should go to jail for that. That doesn't defend what the person he was targeting did, but that's just the cold reality, guys. You do that to somebody, and you should be prosecuted. So I understand and I don't think when people say free Cain, they're like, the guy, because I do think that there's merit to why he did what he did, but he took it way too far, and it is what it is, man. So it is sad what happened to him, and I mean, let's be honest, he got a very lenient sentence, as Sean Moody said. I think he only gets 3 years. So for what he did, I think it's just for what he did. But um, I really hope that he can reconcile in his mind with what has happened, and going to jail doesn't put a even worse strain on his mental space. So yeah, all the best to him. But as far as free Cain goes, I don't know, guys. You can't shoot somebody in traffic and just get off scot free with it. CSP promoter, where is my husband at? I think he's referring to my co-host Hank the Tank. Not sure. Not sure what he's doing. Doesn't matter. L take loading. Well, I can tell you're a big fan, man. thanks for listening in, man. I think we talked a little bit on No Chill stream, and I think that's where he became an enemy of mine. He took the Fred mask off. Um, oh my gosh, Degenerate Dane taking a L. Speaking of L's, took the L from his kitty cat. Dude, that fucking sucks, dude. I remember seeing the wound inflicted on you by your dear old kitty. Um, damn, that fucking sucks, dude. I hope you're feeling better, man. But yeah, we can get into what's happening this weekend. First things first. And there is, like I said, a lot of good stuff happening this weekend. We'll go up to the top here. And again, GrabakaHitman.com. For some reason, on a Thursday, we're getting a BKFC event in Hollywood, Florida. You have Luis Palomino versus a man named Howard Davis headlining the card. Luis Palomino. Hey, good to see you, Ty. How's it going, man? Yes, we're gonna get to Rise El Dorado for sure. For some reason, Luis Palomino headlining a BKFC card. So Luis Palomino has had an interesting run inside of BKFC, but it's been very safe, measured. Not the Justin Gaethje versus Luis Palomino type of fighter anymore in BKFC. Mew asked, "Hey, what kind of work do you do? Is YouTube a long-term goal for you full time?" So I install windows and doors. I'm just basically a contractor. Worked in the construction business since I was 17. Got out of high school early and just started. I graduated from high school early, a year early, and so right now I install windows and doors, and I love my job. It's good money for me. Is YouTube a long-term goal for you full time? Now, obviously, if I could just make a living talking shit on the internet and running a YouTube channel, of course I would take that. But no, I have. It's not. It's definitely not. This is just something that I do for fun, and I like to do. And I'm happy that people even tune in for the show, man. It's an awesome feeling. So yeah, that's what I do. Not much else really, and just do some skateboarding from time to time. So, but yeah, good to see you. But yeah, Luis Palomino been playing it safe in BKFC from what I've seen. I mean, the guy's been in a lot of wars, so unsurprising. Um, but I don't know, man. I don't know why he would be headlining this card. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. I don't know why he'd be headlining this card on Thursday. It doesn't even make sense. I don't recognize any of the names on the card, but I've kind of fallen out of love. I mean, there was a time. I mean, I even went to a BKFC event in Salt Lake City. I think it was headlined by. Oh yeah, it was Mike Perry versus Eddie Alvarez. So there was a time where I was like a decent enough fan of BKFC, but it's just very uninteresting to me at this point. But that last card that I watched at a fight companion for was the BKFC event in Philly, where Jeremy Stevens ended up knocking out Eddie Alvarez. Dude, they got good shows, man. They're always fun. Um, so yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, kind of a warm up for the weekend. Luis Palomino headlining a BKFC card. That'll be at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 Eastern. So look forward to that. Lots of regional stuff. But then obviously Friday morning, you've got the One Friday fights. Always one of the most consistent products in the sport as far as decent fights. Friday morning. Won't be able to catch it, honestly. I'll be working. Um, but you know what? Actually, the last 2 weeks, for some reason, there has not been very many knockouts on these cards. I don't know what is happening. Um, it's a very strange phenomenon, but you know, every promotion kind of goes through lulls, and then I'm sure that One Championship will be delivering us bangers on Friday mornings once again in the near future. Um, and by the way, guys, if you guys want to ask a question in the chat, we'll be answering any and all MMA related questions today. Um, you got an LFA card in Brazil. Hank gave us his lock and underdog for that card yesterday on the pick show. So if you guys haven't, go back and check that out. But yeah, I mean, one thing I know is that these LFA cards in Brazil always deliver. Actually, really, some of their best shows they do is in Brazil. What else we got going on here? Kind of checked this out earlier. Hey Nick, there's XFC The Awakening in Iowa City, Iowa. Maybe go check that out. The prelims are TBD. The Grabaka Hitman doesn't even know what's happening with that. What else we got here? I've heard of Fusion. All right, yeah. This is the one right here. It's Rise Eldorado. So for some reason, Grabaka Hitman doesn't have the whole card up. Mew says MMA feels in a really low period right now. Unfortunately, barely any stars left. Well, I mean, and I don't. This isn't news to anybody. Lots of people have been talking about this, but the UFC doesn't want stars. They want to maintain as much control as possible over the fighters in the organization. The UFC is the star of the show, right? Um, and this is kind of just what happens when you buy out all your competition and you rest on your laurels, as the saying goes. And I mean, I mean, a big part of it, and there's been rumors of Dana White wanting to retire at the end of this year. He announced that he's going to figure out who's going to take the company over after he retires. He doesn't have the same passion anymore as he does for Power Slap, um, his weird jujitsu thing, and obviously this new TKO boxing league he wants to start. Those are the things that get him excited nowadays. MMA is not something that he is super interested in anymore. So there's definitely a lack of hardcore promotion. I mean, just look at the posters that come out week after week, man. They're the laziest things I've ever seen. Ryzen does sick posters, Invicta does sick posters, Deep does fantastic posters. Hey, what's going on, Northwest? Good to see you, man. I mean, there's just a lack. I mean, remember the UFC 300 poster? It looked like it was made in MS Paint. Uh, there's just a lack of effort being put in by the company, but that's because they've gotten so high. And I mean, look, they get $20 million guaranteed an event that they put on ESPN Plus, dude. they don't give a shit about really pushing and promoting the sport anymore. Um, so that's kind of, I think that adds to why there's not as many stars anymore. The only fight I'm looking forward to is Aspinall versus Jones. Yeah, no, I mean, and that's, I was gonna even mention that, like that's like a two stars. But the thing about the thing about that fight is, like, if Jones doesn't fight Aspinall and they just give him the title, like, that's not how star power is transferred. Um, we need Tom Aspinall to knock John Jones out or something of the sort for the star power to be transferred to him. John Jones still does very well on pay per view, um, but yeah, he's not the biggest star. And I mean, look what happened when Connor left, right? Like, and then he came back against Khabib, never was the same guy. And then, you had Khabib retiring not soon after that. And those are your two biggest stars in the sport at the time. Guys like Sean O'Malley, people know who he is, like, people my age. I'm 26, almost 27. So that's one guy they know because of TikTok, and he's got the crazy hair. But yeah, man, I mean, you are right that there's not many stars left, but I think that's more of a consequence of the UFC just not giving a shit, just kind of phoning it in. But as far as other sports go, or other promotions go, the UFC has made it to where there can be no other stars outside of the promotion. So yeah, I mean, of course, you got Francis out there, but really, Francis might have to end up working with Dana White again, right? Because Turki Al-Sheikh was the guy funding most of his fights. It's just insane. So that just kind of goes to show you the 360 of the UFC running the sport, and it plays into what I said about them not putting in as much effort anymore, unfortunately. So, Pride FC posters were awesomely bizarre. You know what? I haven't really seen. Honestly, I haven't seen too many Pride FC posters, but I'm sure they were sick. Let's check some out. Oh yeah, I wish I could put them bigger on the screen, but let's check it out. Let's put them up on here. Francis will be 39 in September. Check that out, man. Yeah, and then what? Nobody. I mean, obviously in boxing, yet Anthony Joshua viciously knocked him out. But yeah, I mean, what? Nobody's gonna take the promotional crown off of him either, and then you're gonna have a lack of star power in the PFL. I mean, Francis is really their only star. You got big news, Paul Hughes out there, but really, is he a star in the sport? Is what's his name? Usman Nurmagomedov the star? What? So mid career for a heavyweight. One poster was of Sakuraba being beaten by his wife. What? I have to check that out. All right, yeah, let's check these out. So you got Pride 27. And this one looks like a old school, like, action movie. I gotta check out that one that Black Betty's talking about. Oh, there it is right there. Pride 10. Sakuraba just getting whooped on by his wife. She's got an apron on, and he's in the guard trying to wrap up a freaking arm. Look at this one. Like walking in the sand. Yeah, these are sick as hell. Imagine oh yeah, look at his wife's got him in the RNC. Bro's about to tap. What the fuck is going on? Oh, this one's sick. Dude, yeah. I'm glad you brought this up, Black Betty. These are freaking awesome. Randleman. Dude, I wish I would have been around for those days, man. Yeah, those are rad. Super rad. Pride GP 2006 open weight. Sakuraba the GOAT. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this Rise Eldorado card, because I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, I'm gonna give you guys a fight companion for this. But yeah, you've got, for some reason, Gerbaka Hitman doesn't have the entire card up. Okay, the first fight that we got to talk about, and gonna be the best fight on the card, is Yawman versus Miguel Trinidad. If you don't know who Yawman is, he's a kickboxer. Check out his record actually here. He's a kickboxer that has been taking fights in Ryzen under MMA rules. Also, at every one of his fights in Ryzen, he has this weird waitress that he's been hitting on, trying to bang. All right, so let's see. He lost Kisuke Monguchi, former Rise champion. Um, Lost to Ken Nakamura in Rise. Fought Cozy, fought Ryusei Ashizawa, who had fight of the year last year with um with Cozy. Sick fight. Fought Mikuru Asakura in something called Fight Club, which is basically what this bout with Miguel Trinidad, the same rules that it's going to be under. And then on the other side, Miguel Trinidad, a really young kickboxer, but and he's from Portugal. But I mean, this freaking guy, man. So what really put Miguel Trinidad on the scene for me was when he beat a man by the name of Chad Collins. And Chad Collins was interesting to me because he beat Petch, the longtime, I think, lightweight champion in Glory. And let's see, so he so he fights on one Friday fights, gets a knockout in 2023. Then he fights Paposhi, who is a really good kickboxer in Glory, Glory 90, and he loses a decision. But then he comes back in Rise El Dorado last year, and he beats the dog shit out of Chad Collins. And I mean, he TKO'd him after 3 knockdowns. So he gets on Glory 93, beats up on Vidales, and then they had that Rise versus Glory featherweight Grand Prix in December of last year, and he knocks out this dude Kento Haraguchi, who is a Rise fighter. So I'm guessing that's why he's fighting in Rise. Then he just viciously beats up Chad Collins, but loses a split decision to Petch. So obviously, like, Petch is gonna be that kind of win on points kickboxer. Has a pretty style, but not Miguel Trinidad, dude. Miguel Trinidad goes for the knockout, and that's why I am so hyped for Miguel Trinidad versus Yawman. I mean, come on, this should be. Actually, it says it is the main event, so yes, that it should 100% be the main event. The weird part about it, it's going to be an open finger glove match. What? Like, why? I think that's what they do in Fight Club. It's like another one of Rise's weird kickboxing promotions they do. But yeah, in open finger gloves, I think that the gloves will probably be smaller too. Probably what Yawman wanted. Dude's been fighting obviously in kickboxing, but recently in Ryzen, under weird hybrid rules. So that'll be sick. Some other notable names in the card will be Kento Haraguchi, or Haraguchi. I've seen him on some cards, and it says super fight. So I think he is the current bantamweight champion. They always do this in Rise and in Ryzen. They'll have the champion fight somebody from another promotion and just beat the absolute dog shit out of him, but won't put the title on the line and just call it super fight. Really strange. Then you have Ryuji Nasukawa, obviously the brother of Tenshin Nasukawa. Been looking really good in Rise. I've seen, and he headlined the last Rise card, or maybe the one before that. Dude's been looking fantastic. Also been fighting in Ryzen. Took some MMA fights. He's gonna fight Kumandoi. Wait, what the hell? Wait a second. Is he gonna? Oh no. Sorry. He's gonna fight a Thai guy from Pechindi. He's a Raja Rajadamnern, Stadium flyweight champion. This guy's gonna get bodied by Ryujin Nasukawa. And then obviously you've got old Shiro. Shiro is guaranteed to be on every single Rise Eldorado card you've ever seen in your life. It's always with Shiro. Another super fight, so he is the champ. So yeah, man, this card is gonna be sick as hell. I cannot wait for Rise Eldorado on Friday. You don't really need to know everything about everybody on Rise to enjoy it and have a good time because those guys go for it. And actually, the women in Rise always have fantastic fights as well. So yeah, for some reason, Kaposa did leave out some fights on this card, but not to worry. You got Yaman and Miguel Trinidad in the main event, so who cares, right? Let's see what else we have coming up this weekend. You got Wulin Fang. That's going to be going on at the same time as Rise, so probably won't be able to cover it. But I've been wanting to catch a Wulin Fang show for a minute. It's just Chinese kickboxing, so on par with Rise, I would say. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. We can talk about the UFC a little bit too. Let's see. Okay, another BKFC card, this time in Manchester. Don't know anybody who's fighting on this card, but interesting that BKFC doing two shows, one in America, one in England this weekend. So there you go. Double up on BKFC if that's your thing. I know a lot of people do like BKFC, and you check out Barter on our show, doing MMA Nerd. He shouted out BKFC. And he makes a good point, man. There's a lot of entertainment going on. Just something I've just not super passionate about these days. But the Fight Companion did well. So got Hexagon. That's a pretty decent French promotion. Obviously, what everyone's really going to be paying attention to is the UFC card this weekend. Royval versus Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg having that performance against Matt Schnell, getting his title fight, looking really good, going for that takedown late in the fifth, and that might have been the deciding factor that lost him the fight because he was out grappled for that round. I know, again, it was controversial. Some people thought Steve Erceg should have won. But either way you slice it, going for that late takedown in the fifth round was not a good idea. So then he comes back against Kai Kara France and gets chinned. And now he's going up against Moreno, who really looked the best he's ever been against Amir Albazi. So it seems like a weird matchup, right? You got Steve Erceg coming off of a 2-fight losing streak, and Moreno just taking out a young contender in the main event in Mexico City. Like, but then again, it's like, who is Moreno really going to fight? I mean, he's fought just about everybody in the top of the division, so it is a fresh matchup for Moreno. But maybe they thought like the likes of Tetsuro Taira. There's another flyweight that just won recently. Oh, Manel Kopp. This really should have been Manel Kopp, right? Maybe he wasn't ready enough after raking the eyes out of Asu Almabayev to get the finish there. But yeah, like, I mean, I get it, but then some on the same vein, like, I don't. I'm really excited though. This is gonna be a sick fight. I actually have Steve Erceg to win. You can check out our breakdown of this card. Manuel Torres versus Drew Dover, sick fight. Gastelum versus Piper. Seems like a crossroads fight for Gastelum. And a little bit for Piper, too. I think that fighting a former title challenger in Kevin Gastelum is a good look if he gets it done impressively. It'll be a good gauge of where he's at. Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales. Tricky fight to pick. Another fight that's really tricky to pick. Let's see. No, that's to me. I mean, I know that Raul Rosas could just steamroll him. Oh, sorry, this was the other one. Christian Rodriguez. Wait a second. Oh yeah, C-Rod. Right. Costa versus C-Rod is another really hard fight to pick for me. But yeah, you could see Raul Rosas Jr. just go in there and steamroll Vince. But I don't know, man. Vince is tough. Thumbnail indicates that you ate shrimp, gang. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was on Venice Beach. Shit, just 2 days ago. God, that was just 2 days ago. Oh, Idaho. Yeah, I was on Venice Beach 2 days ago. I'm shrimp gang. What? I mean, I don't know what being in the shrimp gang indicates, but good to see you though, Sniff. How are you doing? Hope you've financially recovered since I told you to bet on Tony Ferguson against what was it, Michael Chiesa? I know it was a terrible take for me. Goes to show you I don't know anything about the sport, and all the people giving me criticism in my last week's prediction videos were right about me. I should have got this stream up earlier and asked you guys to submit some questions because I always enjoy when you guys ask questions, man. I like getting into the nitty gritty with you guys. No longer under a bridge, living with my mom. Yeah, I probably should say that. You know what? Hope your mom's cooking you dinner every night. Good on you. Hope you're taking good care of moms, man. But yeah, man. I mean, you guys can talk about this card. I'll answer any questions you guys want, but we'll kind of move on from that. See what else we got here. Nothing too interesting. WGP kickboxing. I've heard of this before. So this is on YouTube from Brazil. Oh, it's on Combate. I don't even know what Combate is. Does anyone know? Is that like some streaming service? Hey, it's Matua. Good to see you. He says shrimp or crawfish. I've never had crawfish. Are you telling me I should try crawfish next time I'm down in Louisiana? Oh, also, I was with my buddy. He's from Hawaii. I don't know if they have a bunch of shrimp in Hawaii. I was down there with him on Venice Beach, and he's like, "Dude, you don't eat the tail of the shrimp." I was like, "Bro, who eats the fucking tail of the shrimp? Like, what?" And he's like, "Bro, let me have all the tails." I was like, "All right." Bro scarfed him down. I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know that eating the tail of the shrimp was a thing. I thought that's where all the bad stuff was. Anybody else eat shrimp tails? That sounds really weird to me. Why would you eat the shrimp tail? So many questions. But yes, I've heard of WGP. Never watched the card, but I am interested in seeing what they're all about. A lot of kickboxing promotions have switched to doing like half MMA or like some MMA, some boxing, and some kickboxing. I'm like, dude, I don't want to see all this shit merged together. I just want to see, like, what do you guys think are one championship? I don't eat the tail of the shrimp, but I do eat the skin of a mango. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's like saying you don't eat the skin of a peach. Like, it's a mango. Come on. Good to see you though, Matua. You do have Michaela Mayer boxing. Michaela Mayer is always fun. Oh, versus Sandy Ryan. I think this is a rematch. And then Brian Norman. I think they call him. What do they call him? He has some fucking nickname. Uh, Bruce Carrington, Emiliano Vargas. Seems just like a showcase card from Top Rank. It's a Top Rank does best, man. Showcasing their prospects. Never moving them up the ladder very fast. So, oh, Willie Zepeda is gonna fight versus Tevin Farmer. That's sick. That's a really good boxing match, actually. I'm sure Jay from Rush Hour Fight Club will be covering that for sure. Obviously, we got Ryzen. We got some damn Ryzen. They're gonna have an intermission, dude. How many fights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 damn fights. Fight I'm interested in the most is Chihiro Suzuki versus Doubtbeck. Sick fight. Them boys gonna be throwing some hands. And then Spike Carlisle, always a good time. Couldn't quite make it in the UFC, but always just a sick fighter. Surprised at the I mean, look at this poster, UFC. Like, come on, we can't just like do a poster that's fun like this. We got to just do the same old crap all the time. Come on. Let's see. On Sunday, you got Crush. Can't watch Crush. Yeah, that sucks. Crush is a sick kickboxing promotion. It's like the feeder league to K1. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the fights of the weekend. Let's actually check out Abima and see what the lowdown is with Rise and Crush, because I'm pretty sure that's a fun poster. Not scared to use pink. I'm saying, bro, you can't be scared of these things in MMA. Let's check it out though. Let's check out Rise. Good old Abima. Okay, it's a pay-per-view. I wonder if that means it's on Triller. Let's check it out. It better be on Triller, dude, because I don't know if I can buy. I'll buy it. I'll buy Rise. That's gonna hurt the viewership though. Nobody's gonna watch that fucking fight companion, man. I'll stream it on Discord though for you guys. If you guys are a member of the channel or a homie of the channel. Saturday. I don't think. Yeah, man. It's not on Triller. Shit. Holy. Okay. The BKFC show is on Triller though. Oh my god! It says not available in your area. Good thing I have a VPN. Yeah, this will be exclusively on Discord for the members of the channel and homeboys of the channel. Let's check it. I mean, that means for sure Crush is gonna be basically the same thing. Let's check it out. What's this say? I mean, oh, wait a second. Unavailable in your area. Dude, it's not on premium. I think we can watch Crush. Wow. Wait a second. When did they start not putting Crush on premium? Is there even a Bima premium anymore? The Jenner Dane will find this news very, very intriguing. That's sick, dude. That's good. That means we could probably watch K1 on a Bima again. Maybe it'll be GeoBlocked, but I can have it up. I got a way for us to watch it, so. That's fucking sick, dude. I'm really stoked. That's some news to me. All right, man. We can get into some of the news. Ryzen announces a heavyweight Grand Prix debut opponent for Danny Sabatello. Danny Sabatello is going to be in Ryzen. Let's get that up. Why the fuck is Danny Sabatello in Ryzen? It goes to show you PFL is doing a bunch of crap over there. Blah blah blah. The event titled Ryzen Oto Matsuri will mark the first promotional appearance of Danny Sabatello taking on Shinobu Ota, while Dodson rematches Soya almost a year after winning a decision over him in a bare knuckle boxing match in Japan. Sick. A heavyweight Grand Prix. Mikio Ueda, Jose Augusto. I don't know any of these people. I love it though, dude. That's like a callback to the Pride days. We were just talking about Pride. I mean, a heavyweight Grand Prix in Ryzen in Japan, dude. Let's go. Let's go. That's sick. Gotta love it. Hopefully, some other fighters get in there. Let's Let's check it out. We've got some other news here. I wish I didn't have to go to a new tab to show all this stuff every time. Let's check it out. Paul Felder's manager gives another side of the Colby Covington military. The Oh yeah. What do you guys think about Ilya Taporia's new nickname, La Leyenda, the Legend? You guys, what do you guys think? I mean, if the guy wants to change his nickname, I don't fucking care. The Legend is kind of like, I mean, Matua, you're a nickname guy. Legend's not the coolest nickname in the world. Let's be honest. It's a lot better than Beastin 25-8. You know, Corey Anderson's old nickname, which we always just give him so much crap for, because that is the worst nickname I've ever heard in MMA. But La Leyenda, not the worst nickname, but pretty stupid nickname if you ask me. I don't know if it ranks up there with like the dumbest of all time. Obviously, yeah, Diego Sanchez was he the nightmare then the dream, or the dream then the nightmare? I can't remember. I think Gegard Mousasi was the dream catcher for a time. I don't know. I mean, La Leyenda. I'm all right with it. I don't know. It doesn't get me like hyped that Ilya Taporia changed his nickname, but let's see. Exciting flyweight scrap rebooked for 316. Van and Bruno Silva. Nah. Whatever's clever. Joshua Van really coming into his own though in the UFC, maturing right before our eyes. Oh gosh. Lionel Messi's bodyguard challenges Logan Paul to a fight. What the hell? Jeff Molina releases a statement following a 3-year suspension for betting scandal involvement. Some James Krause news. That's where he's been. I thought Ilya was going to announce that he was having another baby. Nope, bro changed his nickname. What do you think? What do you think about the nickname? I don't know. It's fine. So we finally get some James Krause news. Molina believes justice has been served as far as he's concerned. Yes, on Tuesday, the Nevada Athletic Commission handed Molina a 3-year suspension from competition. Okay, so he just got the 3-year suspension. It was later discovered that Minner was dealing with an injury that dramatically shifted. That's in 2022. Geez, sport moves fast. Dealing with an injury that dramatically shifted being the betting lines in competition. Blah blah blah. Let's see what he said. My words were twisted here. I wagered on the entire card. It's how I made extra money on the side. When I wasn't fighting, all I do is watch fights. I had wagers on both sides of the fight, and my significant bet was less than 500. The only thing I'm guilty of was continuing to wager on fights after the UFC emailed us telling us to stop. Getting a 3-year suspension for continuing to bet 2 weeks after getting an email that said to stop is insane. McGregor can post his $1 million bet slip every month on a main event as a fighter on the roster. Yeah, because he's Conor McGregor. And no one blinks an eye. Double standard. I mean, look, dude. As far as this particular incident is involved, like, Jeff Molina 100% knew Derek Minner was injured. I mean, he trains with the guy. Betting on both fighters isn't like an excuse. It's like, I didn't know anything was up. It's like, yeah, I think you're just trying to cover your ass, dude. Clearly, right? I think anyone believes that you didn't know your teammate was injured before a fight. But I thought we actually would have got some James Krause news. He said justice has been served, so James Krause must have gotten some time. Misha Tate talking about coming back to the sport. I mean, does anyone want to see Misha Tate fight again? I certainly could care less about that. She wants to fight Juliana Pena. Well, she might actually have a chance of beating. Oh, she doesn't want to fight Juliana Pena, but UFC title changes everything. If that's what it comes down to, then I would. Yeah, okay, Misha. Gosh, there's a lot of stupid Logan Paul and Jake Paul news. Charles Oliveira calls for Islam Makhachev rematch at UFC 317. This is the fight everybody wants to see, says Charles in quote. Do you guys want to see Charles versus Islam? I'm pretty sure I'm convinced the Islam just steamrolls him again, right? I mean, anyone picking Charles in that fight? I certainly won't. The first fight was very uncompetitive. Also, if I'm Islam, I'm not sure if I want to fight Charles again. Like, what does that really do for his legacy getting another rematch against a guy he already steamrolled? You know? I don't know, man. Islam has a weird. He's had a really weird run up to this point. Fighting Hanato on short notice didn't do anything for his legacy. He really should be fighting Armin, and I understand it's another rematch, but it's been enough time, and Armin's on a sick run. But I think the UFC just won't give him a title shot after pulling out. I want to see Charles fight someone with them big ass teeth. You know what? That would be a smart strategy for him to win against Islam. Just bite the shit out of him, right? I mean, that might be his only chance. You guys see this? Artem Vahitov. We've been wondering what happened to Artem. Obviously, the last guy to beat Alex Pereira, but he fights on Contender Series. He looks good. He gets the contract, and then he doesn't fight in the UFC, and we're just kind of like, dude, what's going on with Artem? You know? Well, it turns out he's gonna fight Rico Verhoeven for Glory 100. Said, hey, the UFC, I was glad to get the contract, but they're not offering me any money. Glory lifted its ban on Russian fighters, obviously, since the conflict in Europe. They banned all their Russian fighters, but they finally let them back. So Artem Vahitov finally gets to fight again. And I mean, his last win in Glory proper was Alex Pereira in a pretty damn close fight. Now he's going to go up a weight class and fight Rico Verhoeven. Like, kind of actually really strange booking from Glory. Rico is not an easy fight. No, he's not. I mean, but this is just a testament to the conflict of interest that having Rico on like your decision making board at Glory creates. He does not want to fight Jamal Ben Sadiq. And I mean, really, that's the only person that is of any interest as far as a fight for Rico is concerned. And Rico does not want to fight Jamal, you know? And I mean, I kind of get it. Like, Jamal's a shitty person. He's somehow not in jail, which is shocking, but it is Morocco. And they're notoriously lenient on their stars. Um, Going to jail as a star is a really hard thing to do in Morocco. um, so yeah, but I mean, as far as like in the ring, it's the only fight that is even remotely interesting for Rico Verhoeven. Artem ain't doing no grappling for 12K to show. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, and I don't blame him. Like, he said that they tried to negotiate in the statement. He was very professional in the statement that he made, but it's like, dude, I wouldn't. I would go fight Rico Verhoeven too, but it's just like it's a pretty uncompetitive match if you ask me. Artem Vahitov, like, bro's gonna get cleaned up by Rico. He's not gonna have much for him. I mean, up a weight class, he was already kind of a small. I mean, he was undersized against Alex Pereira, right? But the only fight that really interests me for Rico outside of Jamal would be Francis. I don't know why they're not doing the Francis Ngannou fight. Maybe there's, I mean, because after Francis's last win, they posted like Francis Ngannou was like, "Who wants to see Francis versus Rico?" It's like, dude, who wouldn't want to watch Rico Verhoeven versus Francis Ngannou in kickboxing? Like, Obviously, I'm picking Rico to win that fight too, but that's way more interesting than Art of Vahitov for me. Guy who hasn't fought Glory in forever. You banned him because he's Russian, and now he just comes back to an immediate title shot against the best kickboxer at heavyweight in the last what, almost decade, half a decade. Like, come on. I want to see. This is fucked up. I want to see Francis versus Badr Hari on that undercard. You know, can you imagine what Francis Ngannou would do to Badr Hari, dude? Oh god, but it would be a good passing of the torch moment, I guess. I mean, Badr's so washed at this point, but yes, exactly, Matua. He's not gonna show up for 12K. Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy Barber headlines UFC Vegas 106. There you go. Okay, they're just getting around to process or suspending all these guys after their investigation into James Krause. Derek Minner suspended 29 months after failing to report injuries surrounding James Krause betting scandal. Yeah, probably. Uh, Gable Stevenson reveals his plans for the future. Hopes for a face-to-face meeting with Dana White. Bro, if Gable Stevenson was gonna fight in the UFC, I feel like he already would have done it, right? Like, what are we doing? Remember like a couple years ago when they rolled out Gable Stevenson to like all these events, and they were like, "It's Gable Stevenson, Olympic gold medalist." They're like, he might fight in the UFC. It's like, no, he fucking ain't. I mean, he's saying he wants a face-to-face meeting with Dana White, but let's be honest, he would have already been fighting the UFC if he was going to fight in the UFC. I'm not saying I wouldn't love it. Like, I would love to see Gable Stevenson in the UFC. Obviously, like if you guys don't know, there's a lot of controversy surrounding Gable Stevenson. Would be in jail for the R word if it was in any other state, but for some reason Minnesota has a law. If both of you are drunk, then it's not. It can't be considered the R word in Minnesota only. So it's the only reason why Gable Stevenson isn't in jail for that at the moment. So obviously not the best guy. If Gable Stevenson wants to keep wrestling and getting paid in college, then hey, there you go. Tom Aspinall very optimistic about UFC plans amid John Jones' wait after meeting with an executive. Yeah, dude, I'm sure that they would keep him happy and just tell him, "Hey, man, the fight's gonna happen. Don't worry," even if they're not sure. What is up, Isha? Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Doing a live chat now for almost an hour, and it's good to see you. Thank you, by the way, for keeping me locked into the UFC while I was driving in Los Angeles, man. Much appreciated. And I'm gonna put you on the spot right here, man. We got to do a show together. We got to do a show together. Maybe if you got a chance, I could hop on Ryzen with you. And I was just browsing through Abima, dude, and it looks like Crush is no longer under the premium banner. And with a VPN, we can watch it. So I can hook you up with the VPN if you need. See, we're going all the way back. It's a lot of Kane news. I already addressed Kane earlier in the show. You guys can go back and watch that. Ryan Garcia opened a boxing match against Jake Paul. Oh my gosh, dude. MMA Fighting loves putting Jake Paul in their headlines, dude. Oh yeah, I guess Patty Pimblett was crying after Molly McCann lost. I'm glad she's gone. I did pick her to win though, very stupidly. Idaho going pro in Power Fab. They even sent him the shirt. So actually, my buddy Degenerate Dane sent me this shirt a while ago. This is actually my work shirt, but I don't mind wearing it for the podcast. I'm surprised the shirt isn't dirtier, but yeah. This shirt's funny as fuck. It's kind of a troll. It's good to see you, Hippo, though, man. I always appreciate you hopping in the chat. You're always cracking me up. Patty the Saddy, yeah, man. But yeah, man, I mean, I already went over all the fights of the weekend, all the news. If you guys have any questions you want to ask, just bullshitting, we can keep it going. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure that Isha will be doing a Ryzen fight companion. You guys better check that out this weekend. I think Hank the Tank's gonna go live maybe tonight or the next night. I'm gonna give you guys a Rise fight companion on Friday, and I think I can watch Crush, man. So I think it's all gonna be geo blocked. But if you come into the chat, I'll show it on Discord, and we'll get you guys in there. So no, don't worry too much. If you guys are interested in some late night kickboxing, this is the place right here for it. I'll hook you guys up with a way to watch it. But yeah, man, um, we can talk about some of the criticism that some people gave me on the last prediction stream. People calling me a casual, saying I don't put any effort into picks. And wait, we really want to know is what anime waifu is on the other side of that one pillow? This isn't a one pillow. This is actually like some. The reason I have it is because this chair, like, it's like an old man chair. Okay, they said that this is a one championship towel. And I'm like, bro, this ain't a towel. This is like a very small. This is like a cloth, you know? I'm like, dude, bro, this ain't no towel. Like, this is what I got after at the event in Denver, 168. Yeah, I mean, I just put it over here because this chair looks fucking stupid as hell. Looks like a fucking old man chair. So I just kind of cover it up. It's a neck scarf. It's not a neck scarf. It could be. It could probably be used as one. Yeah, I just cover it to make this really stupid looking chair look more presentable. But it's good to see you too Smelly. I know that we had a little clash on No Chill stream, but hey man, it's all love, man. Bro, that's like one of the cloths you put on your lap at a nice restaurant. Dude, that's what I thought. It's like some weird cloth. I don't It's like towel. It's like what towel for a fucking midget? Like for Hasbullah? Like come on, man. That ain't no towel. Let's see. They also gave us we also got these pins. Let's see, it's a little blurry. Yeah, there you go. We got these pins. Like, fuck, I'm gonna do with a one pin. Like, keep it in the package and let it sit forever. Like, pins are dope. They are dope, but it's like a pin. Oh, and then obviously. The best thing we got. The best thing we got was these mugs, bro. One championship mug? Are you kidding me? This goes dummy hard, bro. Coffee mug, bike companion in the morning, one Friday fights, bro. One championship mug, best thing Chatri's ever done. Inventing the one championship mug, like a war vet. Yeah, exactly. That would be a neck scarf for a human Snorlax, for sure. Facts. Put them on your bucket hat. I mean, I don't think that the pins go that hard, honestly. Hey, what's up, SS Jackson? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Saw that you've been back to it, been boxing again, man. Salute to you, man. If you go out for another one, let me know, man. We'll cover it for sure. All right, I'm back. What I missed? Just lots of nothing, really. Mugs are the. Oh yeah. Yep. You're right. You did get the hat. Got the hat. You know what I'm saying? I also do have another hat. It's glow in the dark. Like the one logo is glow in the dark. The poster. Oh, actually, Degenerate Dane. He hooked me up with something pretty cool. So Nick, yep, Nick already knows what this is, because he has one, and what happened was we got, I think it was second row, right? We were second row cage side, and they had all these gift bags, but if you were in the front row, they had bags with like some more bougie shit in it. And one of the things they had was this signed Superlek and Haggerty like card thing. You can see Superlek's signature right there. Haggerty's got his signature right there. Um, and Degenerate Dane and there was only two immediately in front of us, and so Degenerate Dane and Nick scooped these up, and there was a little bit of debate over who should have got them, but they grabbed them first. To be fair, so and I mean Degenerate Dane always been so so nice to me. Uh, got mad love to that guy for getting me to my first show, introducing me to going to Fights Live. But yeah, man, Jenner Dane had this in his house for just about a year now, and he just decided to give it to me. So I got a signed Superlet card, bro. Like this is the mug looks cheap. It does look cheap, and it's kind of small. But you know what? Fuck you, Dirty Hippo. I love this mug. But yeah, man, little signed one championship card. I mean, this thing is really flimsy. I think it's just like magnetic. Let's see, yeah. Gotta fix it a little bit, make it look all pretty in there. There, that's all nice and straight. Yeah, dude, the mug goes fucking hard as shit. Let's see. Missed a couple comments. I like how as soon as I'm about to end the show, everybody hops in. But yeah, no, perfect. Mugs are the best. Hat with a pin, yeah. I like that shirt. What shirt? Oh, the Power Slap shirt. Hippos is giving me some shit. Glow in the dark hat is funny. It is. It's ridiculous, actually. The UFC hat is so much nicer looking. See, I'm not really a flat bill like snapback guy anymore. Like maybe during the whole like swag era when I was like 14, sure. Do the ring girls have trading cards? No, but do the UFC ring girls have trading cards? I would not be shocked. A one bucket hat would be cool. 100%. Bucket hats are dope. They're scratch and sniff. Oh, gross. They're all sweaty. Okay, maybe that doesn't sound as bad. Second row, I may have swiped the two front row. That maybe there's speculation. I bet Brooklyn Wren smells like a birthday cake. Yeah, mine is sitting in my closet. Should raffle it off. That is a good idea. When though? Like when do you raffle? I mean, obviously right now, like Haggerty and Superlex stock are low, but yeah, dude, that is not a bad idea. Mug is the best. I said it before. I saw the whole entire mug. That's a premium mug. Okay, got it. Yeah. No, man, this thing goes hard as fuck, dude. Are you kidding me? This is my favorite thing that I got. I mean, the poster's one thing, but yeah, come on. One championship mug, bro. Come on. Brooklyn Wren, yowzas. Y'all are crazy. Somebody in our chat last night was asking us about what we thought of Alexa Grasso's feet. They kept asking us if we would lick her feet. And I'm like, dude, I never understood the full foot fetish thing. But I mean, I can look. I can appreciate a nice woman's foot, you know. Not the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth thing I even look at, but it's like, I mean, whatever, dude. Like, it's Alexa Grasso's fault for being on stream and like showing her foot to the audience, though. That clip's been going around. Every time Alexa Grasso fights, they got this clip of her just like throwing her foot. And I'm just like, and the guy kept asking, like, would you lick her feet? And I'm like, why not? Why not? If I gotta do what I gotta do, let's go for it, Uh, Sickies out there like meat first. Raffle the swag at 1 in Denver this summer. What do you mean raffle? Like we're gonna organize a raffle and then at the venue? Like doesn't even make sense. Theater gross. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not sitting here saying they're the grossest thing ever, but they're certainly not attractive. You know, it's like you're into feet, like bro, like there's something wrong with you. Get help, get help. It was just funny, dude, just trolling our chat asking about Alexa Grasso's feet. Feet are gross, except Alexa's feet. What is this chat turning into? No, man, I'm just like, yo, whatever. Like, it's fine, you know, whatever. If I have to, it's not. I'm not gonna complain, you know. Pull a Dana on your channel. First one to come up to you at the ball arena gets the card. They gotta prove that they have a raffle ticket though. You buy one for like $2. Not the worst idea. Are you coming to one in Denver in August? I hope you are, man. Love to catch up with you, man. I know you and Degenerate Dan are going out to Kansas City. Hope you guys have fun there, man. I would make it, but I'm hoping to go to DC shortly after that. So my birthday is April 30th, and I'm hoping to be in DC like the day after, a couple days after. So I'm there. Hell yeah, dude. Sick, man. We gotta do something. We gotta do something fun though over there. Maybe not just go to one. I mean, obviously walking around Denver was fun. Meeting up with Ganskow. Ganskow's a really nice guy from Omaha, or he's from Lincoln. Super nice dude. He's going to check this out. He's going to BKFC, which I'm guessing is in Omaha. UFC Kansas City, UFC Des Moines, and one in Denver. This guy's like Johnny Cash. The people were hating last night can blow me. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, those guys been hating. People just be hating, you know. It's fine, dude. Look, dude. Do I not know shit about debuting fighters and fighters on the regional scene? Yes. Am I a casual when it comes to that? 100%, dude. But again, my biggest thing is it's like you guys can't make it big in MMA YouTube if you don't do this, this, and this. It's like, okay, who makes it big on MMA YouTube? Like you guys, I mean, these haters are acting like I mean, there's 6 people in my live chat right now. Like we're just gonna blow up and like make it big. Like, what is making it big on MMA YouTube? You know what making it big in MMA media is? It's being so ridiculous and marketable that the UFC picks you up and now you're Nina Drama or you're fucking I mean, what is it? The fucking what was those guys? The Nelk boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to mention like the Guru guy people like for some reason. But see, MMA Guru is not and that's what I'm saying. You have to like have a super niche to make it big on MMA YouTube. Guru does something completely like this channel. And I'm not even saying this is like innovative or conducive to success in the media business, the YouTuber business. Like, our channel is something totally unique. Like, what other MMA channel do you follow that's got 2 fucking guys with different views, like working together? Like, that's not something that's really attempted very much. And I mean, we've been going for about a year now. It's like, dude, we're gonna just like, I don't know, man, making it big in MMA YouTube. We don't do any top 10 videos. You know, like that seems to be the way. MMA All Point already did every top 10 video there is. Chael and Ariel. Okay, you're talking about a former fighter and a guy who's been a journalist for how long? Like that's all I'm trying to say, bro. It's like making it big on MMA YouTube is like something that only happens to a lucky few. I feel like But as long as we're consistent and we do our thing for a long time and we just keep doing it every week, like we're gonna gain a following, you know? And that's all I give a shit about. You know, it's like I don't want to be some guy that makes a bunch of money on YouTube. If it did happen, I mean that'd be nice. But it's like, dude, I don't. This is like just some shit that I mean, like I literally got home from Los Angeles last night. I was out there skating, hanging out with family, and I destroyed my knee. So I'm like, you know what? Let's hop on and do a let's do a live chat. You know, whatever. I'm not doing anything today. Just icing my knee. Um, so you know that's my downtime. This is what I like to do in my downtime. I don't do too many live chats, but I should do more. And I mean, we haven't done MMA Nerd in a few weeks. There's been some things going on, but I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure people do enjoy MMA Nerd, and we got to get back to it. Would love to have more of you guys on. Got to get Fight Night Frankie on. He's a nice guy. Ariel is a little weenie. Yeah, dude, I don't watch Ariel's show anymore. He's annoying. Dirty Hippo made Ariel cry. If you do make it big, take me with you, bro. First person I'm calling, I'll probably call Big Red first, but second person I'm calling, well, actually I'll probably call Nick. No, just kidding. Second person I'm calling is Dirty Hippo. You could be, we'll give you a cushy job as like executive producer or like intern. You know what? I'm down. I got Windows I need installed this summer, bro. I'm not going to Omaha in the summer. You got me fucked up, dude. Fucking blow away in a fucking tornado, bro. Fuck that. It's so damn humid in the Midwest, dude. I never knew about that. More nerd? Yeah, man. I would love to do more MMA nerd. I've been slacking a little bit. But yeah, man. I know. I appreciate it, man. It's like, dude, if people want to criticize me and they want to big up Hank, that's awesome. We need people. That's why I changed the name of the channel at the beginning of the year. It's Split Decision Combat Sports. It's not Skate Tank MMA. It's Split Decision Combat Sports because it's a split, dude. It's two people doing a show like with different views. Like we need people that are fans of Hank and we need people that are fans of me. And if there's gonna be more people on Hank's side because he's just doing more work, that's a testament to if you guys don't do this, you'll never make it big. If you don't talk about this, if you don't do it like this, it's like, dude, all we got to do is stay consistent and just keep doing weekly shows. Man, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Um, the week prior, No Chill was verbally attacking Hank on the channel. I know it was funny because like, and I actually hopped on No Chill's channel because I didn't hear about what happened. So people were just texting me saying there was something going on. So I hopped over on No Chill's channel to like just see what was going on. And No Chill went way too far. And he even admitted as much. But it's like, dude, this is all shit that like Hank and I have gone through a long time ago. It's just funny that it's getting brought up again. You know what I'm saying? After we've already, and even on that stream, people are like, well, I've tried to tell Hank he needs to do this, and I've tried to tell Hank he needs to do that. It's like, yeah, I've done that. I tried to do that at the beginning of this podcast, and Hank ain't gonna take none of your fucking advice, dude. He doesn't have to. And more importantly, he never fucking asked for anybody's advice, dude. Like, well, I told Hank if he wants to make it big. And these are all fucking guys that and they come in my chat. Shout out to them. I'm still cool with it. Dirty Hippo says he got extremely mean to Hank. I'll never watch this channel after that, honestly. Well, what you have to understand about the no chill shot side of MMA YouTube is all these guys want to do is fuck around. And look, Rush Hour Fight Club, we fuck around, we talk shit, but it's not like we're just bullshitting about the fights. On No Chill side of YouTube, it's all a bunch of fucking cretins and the weirdest motherfuckers you ever seen in your life up in No Chill's Discord talking about the craziest shit. These are guys that are like fans of Rigo and all this shit. So it's like these guys are all talking about if Hank wants to make it big, if you guys want to make it big, you got to do this. Like, you mean make it big like you guys and just talk about nothing and just during that stream, a couple weeks ago. They were talking about one of the guys in the Discord um, sending provocative pictures to the rest of the chat, and they brought him on to defend himself, and it was like it was the weirdest thing I've ever witnessed in my life, dude. Like, I can't even begin to explain the degeneracy going on there, and that's what No Chill wants to do. So more power to him. No Chill's a friend of mine. But on that side of MMA YouTube, it's like the weirdest people you ever fucking interacted with. And Matua knows because he's in those chats. But it's like, dude, okay, these are the guys telling and No Chill, to be fair, he's got a big audience. Like not like big, but like he's got a very active audience. And he should because he puts in the work. But these are the guys trying to tell Hank to do it like this and you'll make it big in MMA YouTube. It's like, dude, you fucking guys aren't gonna be big in MMA YouTube. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong and they get big in MMA YouTube. But I guarantee you, they're getting bunch of views on their videos. They'll switch up. And I just feel like a lot of people want to be like Guru, say whatever outlandish thing comes to mind. And they think there's a fan base for that, which obviously for Guru there is. But that's definitely a side of MMA YouTube I am not personally interested in. I want to talk about fights. I want to keep it mostly about fights. I mean, I did a BSU Broncos game stream. One time I was on here doing a weigh-in, and I was playing some Fire Emblem. Like I want to keep it mostly about combat sports, man. So for these are the guys that are trying to tell Hank, the guys that have all this weird sexual energy towards each other. White dudes saying the N-word repeatedly over and over again. These are the guys that are trying to tell Hank he's got to do it differently. These are the guys that are coming and commenting on my videos being like, you got to be more professional. It's like, all right, buddy. Thanks for the advice, like, oh my god. And I understand that No Chill got under people's skins um, with what he said to Hank, and rightfully so. I mean, he went way too far. Um, but I mean, I get it, like, but at the same time, it's like, if you felt that way about Hank, then you shouldn't have sent him viewers in the first place. It is what it is. I have no problem with No Chill. I think I'm gonna have him back on for MMA Nerd because he did win the very first episode of MMA Nerd. But yeah, man, it really ain't that deep, man. And for the people in his community trying to tell us what we have to do to make it big, it's like, sorry that you guys don't like that we're not the same exact show as fucking No Chill. Why would we be? You guys already have No Chill. What do we need to give you that you're not getting from him? We're just gonna do our thing, make picks. I want to do like. Did you go back and listen? I did. I did only after I hopped on No Chill stream. Yeah, he went kind of hard on him for sure. But I mean, it's kind of like, and me and Too Smelly got into it over this. I mean, not really got into it, but Too Smelly was pretty. I mean, look, here's the thing: a lot of people on No Chill stream after Hank and Tank and him had a falling out were like, "Why aren't you defending Hank?" It's like, I don't need to. I'll defend him to the point that's reasonable. Um, you're being a dick. You already accepted that, but I mean, these are some of the same things I've had issues with him over, but we're way past it. So it's like, I don't need to defend him. I've already said my piece on that, and we're past it. It's not important. So, but yeah, man, it's just funny, dude. Those are the people that are gonna try to tell us what we need to do. Get fucked. I literally just popped in before I was going to bed, and all that was happening. Yeah, dude, literally the same. Literally same, except for people were texting me going, "Dude, no chill and Hank are getting into it." So I was like, "All right, I better hop on here and clear the air, see what's going on." And yeah, then it just turned into the weirdest stream you've ever seen in your life. I don't understand what is. A lot of those guys in No Chill's Discord have some mental illness of some sort. Um, but you know what? Shout out to No Chill. I'm still friends with that guy. He's a good dude. I had lots of conversations with him um, privately. Hank is a big boy. He can go pee pee all by himself. Oh, what is up, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, straight up. That sums it up perfectly. But you know what, dude? I mean, shit. What we've been talking about it like 15 minutes now. I mean, maybe 5. Um, it's good content. You gotta love it. Uh, but these are not the things that I choose to like really get directly involved in. I like to just keep it friendly with everybody. But yeah, dude, that was a strange stream. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm hoping to do. We'll see. I'm hoping to do some other show here in the near future with another content creator. It'll be on this channel, so don't worry about anything like that. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see, and I'm just excited for the consistency to keep rolling and for what happens in the future. I mean, and dude, Granite, shout out to Granite. I mean, he's really the guy that got me started and let me hop on his chat to make picks. And that's what got me interested in making my own channel to make picks. Linked up with Hank the Tank, and it's been good, man. I mean, we've been on for about a year now, and shit. I mean, I'm just happy that there's even people listening to me in the chat. I know that that's not like the most entertaining thing or conducive to getting lots of views, making it big inside of MMA YouTube. But it's like that's just the truth, man. I just like talking about the sport and MMA. All the other bullshit, getting into debates and fucking fights, MMA YouTube drama. It's just not for me, man. I don't care about that stuff, man. Um, and shout out to No Chill, dude. He's creating, he's building a good community over there. I mean, good. Um, but that's just not what I'm interested in, and that's good. We shouldn't all be doing the same thing on MMA YouTube, right? Like, what would be the point of that? I'm not a fan of MMA Guru, and I think a lot of people have become fans of his in the past few years. And to be fair, like he does have some good content once in a while. Like, um, just not my style of what I want to do. I mean, I rarely listen to anything MMA related um these days, especially after doing my own podcast. Like I don't want to have everybody else's takes like filling up my mind. I want to have my own organic takes on the sport and things that happen inside of the sport. You're a passionate fight fan, friend. Hey, shout out to you, Granite. Appreciate you, man. And right back at you, man. But yeah, man, I'm cool with whatever anybody wants to do, dude. Like, and this whole conversation started because we're talking about people hating on me in last week's preview stream. It's like, dude, if you guys like don't like me, that's perfectly fine. I could give a shit less, dude. Um, but if and especially if you're a big fan of Hank the Tank and you're not a fan of me, just give it a listen, man. There's gonna be stuff that you like in there. I like Bizbing's pod, and I listen to Anik. Yeah, I liked I listened to Bizbing's pod for a little bit, and I love listening to Anik Florian. I like when Ray Longo comes on, but like I said, dude, I don't listen for about a good solid 6 months, almost a year now. I hardly listen to anything MMA related. I watch Isha's content from time to time and Luke Thomas, and that's really all I ever. I'll listen to Luke Thomas's live chats. I think on Thursdays, like consistently. Um, Guy's a dirty Democrat liberal, but just because I mean, look, this is important, man. The middle, right? The middle of everybody's got to be extreme these days. You got to either be on this side of the fence or on this side of the fence, you know? And like, I mean, I got good buddies all over this country, literally, um, that are wildly different. My mic is a mile away. Am I kind of quiet? I tried to turn my mic down a little bit. My apologies. I got friends all over this country that are completely different than me. Um, money situation wise, um, politically, religiously, um, ethnically, and we talk about this stuff. Like how we're all different, and it doesn't matter. Like we're all still friends. Um, people just aren't people aren't doing that anymore these days, man. You either got to be people are so one track minded, and it's got to be this way. You got to be into what I'm into, or else we can't be friends. Like I don't think that way, man. Like we're all different. Everybody's got something good inside of them. No Diddy. Um, by the way, first no Diddy counter. Maybe Western Mass should put up a counter there. Also, am I loud enough now? I didn't know I was quiet. I felt like my mic was a little too loud. So I turned it down before the stream started. So whatever. Thanks for letting me know, Western Mass. It's good to see you. No drama. Agreed 100%. What are we talking about? We're just talking about whatever, man. What's on your mind, Frankie? You want to know anything about? You want to ask a question about the sport? We talked about Kane earlier. We can talk about it again. Um, Stay original. Exactly. I'd say turn it up, but I'm half deaf. Okay, I'll turn it up a couple more clicks. Maybe I'll check my audio out. But yeah, it's good to see Frankie. Dude's been hopping in our show for a couple weeks now, and yeah, I think I'm good. Bro's been is that Fight Night Frankie? No, that's not Fight Night Frankie. Fight Night Frankie's British. I think Frankie is American. Yeah, it's good to see all you guys in the chat. Stay original, exactly. Like that's why I don't listen to much MMA content these days. I'm trying to keep all my content original and from me only. Um, but yeah, um, I never minded Anakin Ford. You know what? I'm more into supporting the guys in the community that are doing good work. Um, Fight Night Frankie does good work. And Isha does good work, man. How about Takada and Pride? It took Hickson a long time to take him down. I don't know anything about Takada, Nobuhiko Takada. I just know that didn't Mark Coleman have a fixed fight with him where he got heeled hook? Weighing in is decent. See, I don't follow weighing in anymore because and I understand this is like a pretty this might be something kind of irrelevant to a lot of people, but for a long time, Big John and Josh Thompson, um, I don't want to sound too controversial when I say this, but for a long time, Thompson and Big John claimed that they, we'll just say, were religious, and then they got an OnlyFans sponsor promoting OnlyFans, claiming to be religious. I'm not following your channel anymore. Plain and simple. If OnlyFans asked me for and again, I have 8 people in my live chat. I'm not even sitting here saying like I'm trying to be big, blah blah blah. But if OnlyFans approached me for a sponsorship, I tell them to get bent. We're talking a couple $1,000,000 though. You might see me with Only. So if you ever see an OnlyFans sponsorship on this channel, I'm getting paid. Same with going to Saudi Arabia. Like you ain't ever gonna catch me over in Saudi Arabia, bro. But again, give me $10 million. I have to change my mind. Screw weighing in. Big John was a dick every time I ran into him. Why does that not surprise me? I just like Big John on PFL broadcast. He comes up in this little, it's like a bubble about the size of this logo right here. He comes up in a little bubble from like a broom closet and gives us, it's like, John, just be there in person, dude. Uh, Big joke. Went to court to get the rules for his mixed martial arts. You know you ain't gonna hurt my feelings, bro. Yeah, for sure. Thompson likes to cuddle men. True story. What? What the hell is OnlyFans? A company that sells OnlyFans? Yes, exactly what it is. Start a beef with Johnson. You know what? It might not be that hard, because Josh Thompson does have some connections around here in Boise. He trained up in Spokane for a while, and I actually know people that trained with him back in the day, or knew him from going on. There's a college up by there, so I do know some people that have met him and have trained with him. But it wouldn't be that hard to do. No, dude, I don't have any beef with Josh Thompson. I just I'm not gonna watch your channel if you claim to be one thing and then you do another thing. Like, especially something like okay, it's like Tank Davis, right? Tank Davis turned Muslim and changed his name to Abdul Wahid. You guys remember this? Um, Next thing you know, next time he's doing a fight promotion, he's wearing a cross. It's like, bro, you can't say you're Muslim and then wear a cross on your neck, bro. Like that doesn't make any sense, bro. So I'm not a big fan of hypocrites, man. So he's at his house, John, when he's doing broadcasts from a broom closet. Yeah, I know. It's just like, dude, go to the event. Uh, can you say ICP? Do you think there will be another big organization like Pride or Strike Force uh, with guys as good as UFC fighters? Not unless, I mean, look, you had the fighter lawsuit. This is when I was hopeful that something could possibly change inside the sport, was when the fighter lawsuit was going on last year. But after that, I mean, and you got to think that litigation started in 2014. It took 10 years to get a result on that. That was the only thing that made me think that the sport could change, go from a monopsony, which is just one step away from a monopoly. Every dollar made inside the sport, or sorry, yeah, for every dollar made inside the sport, the UFC is getting like 90 cents or more. Um, Fighters won't unionize. Um, as long as that happens, um, no, no, I truly think that the UFC's control over the sport um, is not going to make it that way. And we did talk about a while ago, like what is the best promotion outside the sport, or sorry, the best regional promotion out, and I think it shifts from time to time. So there is good fighters outside of the UFC. No, make no mistake, but they're just not as marketable. And the only way to really get a payday inside the sport is to be in the UFC, and not even that really gets you paid very much. But I can say Dilliga, GFL, Frankie. The next affliction, not the GFL. Crotch is such a silly. Yeah, I agree. Power slap shirt, crazy work. Hey, what's going on, Barter? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, bro, got the power slap shirt. It's a work shirt, but I like wearing it on the show. Hey, what is up, Vinny? Says I watch you all the time. Haven't laughed or even cracked a smile once, and your picks are abysmal. There's not a whole lot here to hold a person's attention without Hank. So let's that's Vinny the Guinea. Shout out to Vinny the Guinea. Um, let's pull this up. This is the guy right here. This is the guy. Bro, you suck. I can't stand you. You're not funny. Shout out to you, Vinny the Guinea. Yeah, I do a little bit more of a serious show. My picks are abysmal. They're actually for the last. I mean, Hank and I are 7, so I've beat him on picks, as in on Tapology. I've gotten more points than him. 7 times, and he's only bettered me 3 times this year. So I'm not saying I'm the best picker in the world. Far from it. Far from it. And I don't bet anymore. But yeah, I mean, if my picks are abysmal, I like to see yours. And I know you don't do a pick'em show. I know you don't take the sport seriously, or I don't even know if you're a UFC fan, actually, to be true. Because all I ever see you do is impressions. Actually, I don't even watch I never watched your content. I just know you did an impression show with Hank. So yeah, man, I love to see your picks. We can go head to head on picks. See whose picks are better. I'm doing all right. Doing all right on picks this year. Monopolize. Yeah. No. I mean, look. The UFC is monopolizing the sport. I mean, but obviously there's antitrust laws. That's what the fighter lawsuit was over, was antitrust. It was an antitrust lawsuit. And the judge ruled somewhat in the fighter's favor. It was going to go to trial, but the UFC decided to settle before it did. And that's really what bummed me out about the whole lawsuit, was that they decided to settle, you know? And you needed to hash this out, man. You needed to see where this would go. This is the last hope we had for the foreseeable future of changing the sport. Kind words from Vinny, yes. Vinny's been a huge fan of me. Yeah. Big skate. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Vinny's been hating on me. And that's fine, dude. I'm not doing weird impressions. I'm not doing strange shows. And that, dude, this is exactly what we were just talking about earlier. Like, bro, if you hate me and you love Hank the Tank, more power to you, man. Like, you don't think I'm funny? I really could give a shit less, dude. I'm not here to be funny and entertain you. Like, there's funny moments and we have a good time. Me and the chat, we crack up about shit, but I'm really not here to like be a clown for you. You know, I'm not here to be your jester, bro. I know you do live streams, and I'm sure that you are having a good time over there. People are laughing at your content. More power to you, man. Like, I'm not hating, but if you're gonna talk crap on me, then I'm just gonna make sure that people know who's talking shit to me. It's this guy, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, maybe if I turn this off. This is the guy. You're not funny. You're lame. I haven't laughed once. Yeah, I'm sure. God, can we get this? I'm sure you haven't, buddy. I'm sure you haven't. Anyway. Oh, and also I vape, Vinny. So that's something you could make fun of me for. My favorite part about the sport, obviously the fights are good. Can I do a hypothetical? By all means, Frankie. My favorite part about the sport is you get a lot of weirdos. Is that a pimple talking shit to me right now? This one right here. That's the one. That's the one right there. My favorite part about the sport is that you got weirdos like Vinny, straight weirdos. I've also heard some really strange things about you from No Chill, but beside the point. You got a lot of weirdos, man. But you've also got like people that are high as shit all the time. Degenerate gamblers. But regardless of what background these people come from, if they're down to go to a show with you in another state, they're good people, man. They're good people, and I've met a lot of good people through the community, man. So that's my favorite part about the sport. Nick is one of those guys, man. Um, Sometimes it's all of the above, but those people will not go to a show. They will not fly to another state to meet up with you, to go to a show. They're not hard. They're not as hardcore as they sound. They just don't have a life. All they do is watch fights, bro. That's all it is, man. They got nothing else going on. People that'll actually spend their hard-earned money, go link up with you and go to a show. Those are solid people, dude. Those are the solid motherfuckers, straight up. Just trying to improve the community. Sure, buddy. Sure. All love. Yeah. Now that I showed his profile picture to everybody and said, "This is the guy telling me I'm not funny." Now he's all cool with me. Got it. I'm high a lot. Good. You should be. Sometimes, dude, you gotta. Dude, I've smoked weed every day of my life from 14 to 25. I haven't smoked weed for almost a year and a half now. You gotta be high as shit to get through some of these trash MMA cards, man. More power to you, dude. I'm not even ripping on people getting high. It's just like sometimes. I mean, these people, they make that like their whole life, and in person, if you know what I'm saying, like they're not gonna get up, spend their money, go to a social event in another state to go watch the sport they claim to love so much. It's not gonna happen. I've met tons of people in the community, and that's my favorite part. It kind of separates the weirdos from the guys that are just genuine down to earth dudes that just want to go out to another state and have a good time watching good fights, man. Which is more of a real fight? UFC, where you can do grappling and everything, but the only strikes you can do are punches or hold on, or the UFC, but as soon as it goes to the ground, it gets stood back up, takedowns, get you points. You can do all the UFC strikes. Okay, that's all. UFC, where you can MMA, where you can do grappling and everything, but only strikes you can do are punches. Or the UFC, it goes to the ground. I mean, look, MMA is supposed to be the closest representation of a real fight, right? Um, but in all reality, I think that like street fights only last like on average like a minute. Um, so I mean, in my opinion, like it's I'm sorry I'm like half answering your question, but it's what Ryzen does, like global rule set. That's knees to grounded opponents, judging the fight as a whole. Um, but I would say UFC, where you can do, or MMA, where you can do grappling and everything, but the only strikes you can do are punches. Uh, Definitely that. The Fugazis are plastic and people get exposed. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You've been around the YouTube for how long now? Um, Plenty of people out there. Oh, me and Granite. I've known Granite for a minute now. Back in the day, shit, dude. We used to deal with this guy in the rush hour chat. And this guy, every time a boxer would headline a card, he'd be like, "I love you. Hope you win." Blah blah blah. And then that fighter would lose, and he'd be like, "That guy always sucked anyway." Like, bro, you got some issues, man. You got some issues, bro. Like, don't bring that weird shit around here, man. Oh my gosh. And he bet Granite that Errol Spence wouldn't even receive a single knockdown against Bud Crawford, and for every knockdown Bud landed, he would owe Granite $100. Like he said this himself. Holy shit, dude. Good times, man. Oh fuck. But yeah, man. Like a lot of this chat, like an hour ago, was all about the MMA news, the weekend look ahead. So if you guys feel like going back and checking that out, by all means, we've had a good chat. For the last 45 minutes now. Prozac Zach, yes, that is the man. Haven't seen him since. But yeah, man. I'm just glad people joined in. Maybe I should structure the shows a little differently. I should have laid out like questions, a forum to ask questions, and then a community post, but I didn't. We'll get back to doing weekly live chats, man. This has been fun. Bud beats Canelo. You really believe? Oh, that's right. He's you're from Omaha, so I understand why you would say that. How's it going, Hank? Tress, this is not Hank. This is Idaho 5 fan, but it's good to see you anyway, Tress. By the way, even when Hank and I are both on, he says, "How's it going, Hank?" I think it's just an ongoing joke. Bud wins easily. Ooh. Um, that's another fight that I mean, look, to say that Canelo chins Bud, or to say that Bud just dominates Canelo, I think are both wrong takes. I'll give my analysis when the fight happens, but let's just say I think that the truth lies somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Just like most things in life. Um, I mean, I'm interested in that fight, but it's been teased so many times that I'm just like, I'm not even giving that fight any energy until it's actually announced and we got a date. We see a press conference. You know what I'm saying? Um, I like that fight for Bud, but dude, that'll be a huge fight. That'd be a huge fight. I would love to see those guys get a good payday fighting each other, man. That's what it's all about, right? Good to see you, man. Hell yeah, appreciate you, man. That's what it's all about, dude. We want to see fighters get their payday and be in big fights. I mean, check this out right here. Hagler Hearns. You know what I'm saying? These two motherfuckers, they fought everybody in their era. It's a different era, man. Different era, man. People just holding on to shit. Signed for September. How far away is that now? You're telling me this fight's signed for September, and I haven't even seen a press conference, and not to mention, Canelo's fighting a guy, like literally a guy. Is it signed for September? I heard that they see. This is what I'm saying. I don't even like talking about this fucking fight because it's like I heard that they were signed to fight, and then it was announced that those negotiations were had fallen through, and now Canelo's gonna fight some rando. What can I call you? Not Hank? No. It's Idaho Fight Fan. Idaho Fight Fan. It's actually, you know what? Right here is my name. Hank is the other guy. Tress. Remember when Tyson had that sparring match with Holyfield? Who would win between Tyson and the Jake Paul that fought Ben? Well, Jake. Wait, what? What would happen between? Oh, that Tyson. Is this a real question? You asking me if young Mike Tyson beats the Jake Paul that fought Ben Askren? Mike Tyson obviously destroys him. He knocks his head clean off his shoulders, bro. Like, War, Rip Marvin, Marvelous Hagler. Oh yeah, 100%. It's guaranteed 100% signed. Send me the article. Send me the article right now. No? 2020. Oh, he's asked. Okay, that random ass. Oh my god, that's right. No, and it wasn't Evander Holyfield. It was Roy Jones Jr. You're thinking about the Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson weird match that happened, and I think that was on a Jake Paul card. Who wins? That Jake Paul or Ben Ask or Mike Tyson, dude. Why do you want to bring this? Why do you want to bring this shit back up, man? You really want me to relive Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul again? I would rather my knee is absolutely shredded right now. I'd rather break both my knees than watch Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul again, especially in 2020. Just kill me now. Just kill me now. I don't want to see that bullshit, dude. I don't even want to think about that, man. How dare you, Frankie, asking that question? Tyson was pulling his punches. The fight was fixed. Sure, got it. Yeah, Mike Tyson just Remember on Mike Tyson's way out, his very last fight. What did he say? He said, I'm pretty sure he said my back is broken, spinal, and he said, "I'm a disgrace to the sport." That was like 20 years ago, man. This guy's been he even said that he was a disgrace to the sport, washed 20 years ago. And you guys are asking me if he beats fucking the worst, or sorry, the best celebrity boxer there is, like in a farce nonsensical match. And for you to be like, Mike Tyson was, the fight was fixed. Like, no, dude, Mike Tyson's just 60, bro. He's 60 and he's been washed for 20 years. Like, I'll never watch the Disney boy fight again. Well, I'm glad you finally learned your lesson, because nobody should really ever be watching that ever again. Who wins in a boxing match? Mouse Strass from 1986 or Ben Askren? I don't know who Strauss is. In a boxing match? The correct answer is Butterbean. He lost to a Boston Dorchester man. Okay. I mean, look, I'm just going off of what Mike Tyson told us. If a guy tells you something about himself, you probably should believe him. And Mike Tyson 20 years ago said he was washed and a disgrace to the sport. I believed him. I wasn't alive then, but I believe him when he said he's fucking washed. Mario Lopez from 92 takes Mike 2005. Bro, what are you talking about, Nick? He did. Yeah, no. And it's like, dude, if you were washed 20 years ago, you're even 20 years added on to the amount of washness, bro. So. It's ridiculous. Fucking Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul. I figured it out. That's why you guys got guys watching all Gurus videos, you know? Because Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul. Bullshit. He was fighting to pay off the IRS. Oh, and it was fixed. Got it. Oh my gosh. Let's get Minowa Man to fight Mike Tyson. Where's Minowa Man? That's a perfect spoil to Mike Tyson. Let's get Minowa Man versus Mike Tyson in a what's his name? Inoki versus Muhammad Ali fight. Minowa Man, all he can do is lay on the ground and kick the shins of Mike Tyson while Mike Tyson tries to land punches from the outside. In the early 2000s, do it. All right, man. Look, dude, look. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, Mike Tyson actually was this beast of a man that should have knocked Jake Paul out in their fights. Get out of here, man. It's not. He's 60, bro. He's 60. Wake up. He was 60 years old, bro. Like, he had no business being near a ring, dude. Remember when Evander Holyfield fought Vitor Belfort? And Evander Holyfield threw a hook. He threw a hook and he fell out of the ring throwing a hook. The guy had no business being near a boxing ring, and it's the same thing for Mike Tyson. The guy he had no business being in there, bro. Like I get so annoyed even talking about fucking Jake Paul versus fucking Mike Tyson in 2025, dude. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. Mike Tyson's washed his shit. Jake Paul acted like he fucking did something after he beat up a 60-year-old man. It's annoying, dude. It's annoying. Well, actually, Mike Tyson, the fight was fixed. He was pulling punches. No, he's fucking 60. He's 60 years old. Mouse Strauss is from Omaha. Well, that's why I've never heard of him. He has 3 records for being knocked out the most in boxing. What? Every continent except Antarctica. Holy jeez. Sounds like the Jay Ellis of boxing. Vitor hasn't fought since. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Vitor Belfort whooped up on a fucking old man Evander Holyfield and just rode off into the sunset. Can you believe it? Tomato can. Yeah, literally. Fucking Jay Ellis, dude. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta look this guy up now. Mouse Strauss. I'm thinking Mouse Strauss in his prime to whoop up on Jake Paul. He's 73 years old. You know what? That might be the next fight that Jake Paul has. 70. This guy's 73, and I'm sure you have granted after Mouse Strauss, or his name is Bruce Strauss. I'm sure after Bruce Strauss fights Jake Paul, people are gonna fucking say the fight was fucking fixed after he loses. This guy, when was his last boxing match? In '89. Okay, thank God. Wait. He boxed Howard Stern? Is this the same Howard Stern? No way. Okay, I think his name is just. I'm like, wait, he boxed Howard Stern. Okay, thank God. He has the record. I mean, dude. I mean, this guy, Bruce Strauss, the Mouse from Omaha. Yep, he has 78. He's 78 and 53. I mean, with 56 KOs. I mean, he doesn't seem like the worst guy ever. Jake Paul, man, Bruce Strauss better watch out, dude. I think Jake Paul's coming for him next, man. He's got some wins. You know what's funny, man, is back in the day, like in the 1900s, this area, like especially up in Montana, up in what is that stupid ass town called? I'm trying to remember. It's not Bozeman. Let's see. What is that damn town called? Oh, in Butte. Over in Butte, back in the day in the 1900s, like Butte was like the hub of boxing. There used to be so many fights going down in Butte, like Stanley Ketchel boxed in Butte a bunch of times, like started his career there. Look at the dates. He fought more than once in a night, multiple. I mean, the guy's got 56 knockouts, though. I buy those same baits. They're really good. Yeah, man. I feel like they're a little strong, but it's all good. I'm glad you're in here, Scott Young. You should come to Denver. I don't know what side of the country you're on, but you should come to Denver for one, man, in August. Anyway, guys, it's been about 2 hours, man. We had some laughs on here. Not according to Vinny, but we had some laughs. You got an angry Jake Paul rant from me. We roasted Vinny a little bit. Then he said it was all love. We talked about some Kane stuff earlier in the show. We looked ahead at all of the bullshit for the weekend. Talked about some MMA news. They just got around to suspending all the guys from James Krause's camp. Seems a little late, but yeah, dude, you should totally come, dude. Hit me up in Discord, man. I'll be there. But yeah, it's time to end the show. Thank you, everyone, for participating in the show. You can catch Hank the Tank maybe later tonight. Tomorrow night, Vinny's gonna just blow a load all over himself for Hank the Tank. So stay tuned for that if you feel so inclined. But Friday night, we're gonna deprive ourselves of sleep. We're gonna watch good old Rise kickboxing. If you need a link, hit me up. I'll get you in the Discord. You can watch it on there. There's UFC. Hank the Tank probably be giving you a fight companion for that. There's Ryzen. I'm gonna hit up Isha and see if he wants to come together like Voltron and see if he wants to do a dual stream. There's some Crush going on, maybe at the same time as Ryzen, so maybe we won't see it. But oh yeah, appreciate all you guys. But it is time to wrap it up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up. You better wrap that gavel up, B.